StaffPad's playback engine is perhaps the most powerful and exciting of all of its features, yet it's also the easiest to use. There's no additional work required or complicated setup. Just press play and enjoy the result. That was a demo score I wrote and is included with the app, and it was being played back straight from StaffPad with some of the premium sound libraries that are available in our in-app store. The included sample library is comprehensive and sounds great with around 60 instruments, but you can expand and upgrade StaffPad with premium libraries from the in-app store to achieve that kind of remarkable, very realistic result. We've partnered with some of the world's leading sample developers to produce special StaffPad editions, completely reworked and reprogrammed uniquely for StaffPad. This gives you the opportunity to create a professional rendering of your score for the first time ever on a mobile device, straight from Notation. It's really a remarkable progress, and please do check out the store if you're interested in next generation playback. You'll see that some instruments are created with some boxed text at the start of the score. These are what we call staff presets, and they show up as markings in your score because they're often useful to clarify which kind of sound you're looking for from the musician as well as in the playback. An example of this would be cymbals. You may want sticks or mallets. You can change staff presets as many times as you like within a score. Just long press on the staff and choose Change Preset. These only show up if there's presets available for the instrument. Most presets are sound variations of playing tools or mutes, instrument sizes or types, and sometimes alternative techniques. From the Edit Staff dialog, you can change the volume, pan, and reverb levels. StaffPad features its own very high-quality reverb, modelled on the famous Bricasti M7, which is a unit found in many high-end recording studios. You can also mute and solo the instruments from here. StaffPad will read the dynamics you've written in your score and interpret them within the playback for you. But sometimes you may want to fine-tune those dynamics yourself. This is done with the automation layer. You can see StaffPad has generated a curve automatically from the written dynamics and hairpins. But if I want to customize this, I can simply adjust the existing curves or draw in new curves with the pencil. I can tap to add points, tap again to add another point. I can drag existing points around or erase them by pressing slightly harder with the pencil. These small handles let me adjust a Bezier curve between 2 points, which can really help with smooth crescendos and diminuendos. You can see where you've customized the curve because any written dynamic marking that you've overridden will show up in orange. Of course, they revert to black once you exit the automation layer. Using this automation layer, you can customize the playback dynamics without cluttering the main score page full of markings. It's an incredibly useful tool for creating more realistic, expressive mock-ups, although do be careful not to overdo it. If you find that you want to revert to the automatically generated curve, you can do so by long pressing on some empty space and choosing Reset Current Automation. Now, if you want to just reset one staff, long press on that staff and choose Reset Automation for staff. It's worth stating here that when you export a MIDI file of your score, StaffPad will convert these curves and export it as MIDI CC11, so you can keep this expression data in your sequencer if you wish. You can also automate volume and pan. Just long press on the automation layer and cycle through the views here. Finally, if the piece you're working on is a little bit too quiet or too dynamic in its range, and you need to smooth out or raise the overall volume of the piece, you can use the dynamic compression feature in the app settings. This applies a gentle compressor with automatic makeup gain and will essentially flatten out the dynamic peaks of your piece whilst making it louder overall. This can be useful when you're working on tablet speakers and you just need that extra boost, but be careful with this setting because it's an app-wide setting, so it'll persist between scores. As I'm sure you can see, StaffPad's playback engine is immensely powerful, yet very easy to use. You can get professional mock-ups from your scores that sound great and require no extra effort from you. It's a dream come true for a lot of composers. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.